When the 2000s began, the NBA was wide open. Michael Jordan had left, and new stars were ready to enter. Shaq and Kobe owned the early decade. Duncan and the Spurs kept stacking rings, and players like Iverson, McGrady, and LeBron took over the spotlight. But behind all the headlines were players who made just as much impact, just with less recognition. This video is about them. The quiet stars, the forgotten leaders. Do you know these players who held it down in the 2000s? Stick around, hit the like and subscribe button for updates, and let's get into the 10 most underrated NBA players of the 2000s. 10. Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Zydrunas Ilgauskas is not some footnote in LeBron's early career. He was a legit all-star center who held it down on both ends. He never won a ring, but he gave the Cavs consistency and toughness in the paint. People forget, in 2004-05, he led the entire NBA in offensive rebounds with 299. That's effort you can't teach. His 6 to 8 foot jumper, it was the smoothest mid-range touch. Injuries robbed him early, but once healthy, he hit his stride. In 2003, he dropped 17.2 points, 7.5 boards, and 1.9 blocks per game. 2 years later, he was back as an all-star with 16.9 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 2.1 blocks.
20th pick in the 1996 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Zydrunas Ilgauskas from Lithuania.
Ilgauskas deserved way more credit than the league gave him. 9. Michael Redd. Michael Redd was not supposed to make noise. 43rd overall picks usually don't. But by his 4th season, he was an all-star and one of the league's purest scorers. From 2004 to 2009, despite nagging injuries, Redd never averaged below 21 points per game. That 2007 season, he dropped 26.7 points per game on 46.5% shooting, elite efficiency for a volume scorer. His lefty jumper was butter smooth, and he was not just a spot-up guy. Redd could drive, pull up, and finish. He shot 38% from deep for his career, and did it without much help. Even with Ray Allen in the building early on, Redd made his mark. No rings, no hype yet, he was cold. 8. Baron Davis. Baron Davis was not just flashy, he was ferocious. In an era stacked with elite point guards, he still stood out with his power, speed, and swagger. He could run an offense.
Who could run the baseline. Davis, that'll be counted on a shot attempt. No! It's gotta go! It counts! It's good! Baron Davis has just voted in from 92 feet away.
Lock up your best guard, and posterize your center, all in one night. During his prime in New Orleans, he averaged 20.2 points per game, 8.1 assists per game, and 2.0 steals per game, and led the league in steals twice. The guy had 3 seasons of 20-plus points and 2-plus steals, showing just how well-rounded his game was. Everyone remembers the "We Believe Warriors" moment, but Baron was doing damage way before that. He was a franchise-changing guard who played with edge and intensity, and yeah, he deserves way more love. 7. Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was not just good, he was different. Smooth, smart, and unshakably calm under pressure, he looked like a 10-year vet from day one. He won Rookie of the Year despite playing just 57 games, averaging 16.8 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game, and 4.0 assists per game on efficient shooting.
Point lead over the Trailblazers, 78-76. Brandon Roy, 8 of 14, 16 points now in the ballgame.
Then he leveled up fast. Over the next 3 seasons, Roy posted 21.1 points per game, 4.6 rebounds per game, 5.2 assists per game, and 1.1 steals per game.
20-year players and more common cup of coffee guys. But few with the career arc of Brandon Roy. Rookie of the Year, 3-time All-Star, retired before the age of 30.
Earning 3 All-Star nods and 2 All-NBA selections. He was elite in isolation, deadly from mid-range, and had one of the quickest first steps in the league. But knee issues ended it all too soon. Roy was 27 when he walked away, way too early for a player that special. 6. Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace was known for his technical fouls, but the guy could flat-out hoop. His game was built for the modern NBA, stretch 4, elite defender, and tough as nails. Sheed could post up, hit the 3, and swat shots on the other end. That high-arcing turnaround jumper, practically untouchable. He averaged 18.8 points, 6.7 boards, and 1.3 blocks across his career and made 4 All-Star teams. But his biggest statement came in 2004. The mid-season trade to Detroit won the championship. Wallace gave the Pistons 13.0 points per game and 7.8 rebounds per game during that playoff run and completely changed their defensive identity. Rasheed Wallace deserves way more than a footnote. Peja 5. Peja Stojakovic. Peja Stojakovic was more than just a shooter. He was a deadly weapon from deep and one of the smoothest scorers of the 2000s. On those powerhouse Kings teams, Peja was the X factor, spreading the floor, knocking down threes and giving defenders nightmares. From 2002 to 2004, he averaged 21.7 points per game on 48.1% shooting, made 3 straight All-Star teams, and in 2004 peaked at 24.2 points per game, shooting a ridiculous 43.3% from 3. At 6'10", he rebounded well and moved the ball in a fast-paced offense. His game would fit perfectly in today's NBA. And while most forgot him by the end, he earned his ring with the 2011 Mavs. Peja was not loud, but his game spoke volumes. 4. Rashard Lewis. Rashard Lewis does not get nearly enough credit for how much he changed the game. Long before stretch fours were everywhere, Lewis was already doing it, knocking down threes and giving defenses headaches. He made 8 seasons in the top 20 for threes made, and at his peak, he was a consistent 20-plus PPG scorer. From 2005 to 2008, he hit that mark every year, shooting close to or above 40% from deep. He was a perfect second option, whether it was next to Ray Allen in Seattle or Dwight Howard in Orlando, where he helped the Magic reach the 2009 finals. 2 All-Star nods, a 2013 championship ring, and a game built for today's NBA. Rashard was way ahead of his time. 3. Andre Miller. Andre Miller was never flashy, never hyped, and somehow never made an all-star team, but he was one of the most reliable point guards of the 2000s. He did not need handles like Kyrie or range like Steph. He just ran the offense to perfection. In 2001-2, he led the entire league in assists with 10.9 assists per game, while also putting up 16.5 points and 1.6 steals. For 12 straight seasons, he quietly gave teams 15 to 17 points and 6+ assists whenever he was a full-time starter. He bullied his way into the paint, made the smart play, and never forced it. No all-star nods, no big headlines, but if you knew basketball, you knew Andre Miller was a problem. 2. Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups was everything you want in a floor general, smart, tough, and clutch. Nicknamed Mr. Big Shot for a reason, he led the 2004 Pistons to a title and took home Finals MVP, averaging 21.0 PPG and 5.2 APG against a stacked Lakers team. He made 5 All-Star teams, 3 All-NBA squads, and even 3 All-Defensive teams, but somehow he's rarely mentioned among the top point guards ever. That's wild. Billups wasn't flashy, but he controlled the game. He bounced around early in his career before finding a home in Detroit, where his leadership turned them into champions. Chauncey delivered when it mattered most, and he belongs in every serious point guard conversation. 1. Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal wasn't just good, he was dominant. From 2002 to 2005, he was one of the most complete big men in the league, holding his own in an era with Shaq and Duncan. In 2002-3, he averaged 22.8 points per game, 17.5 rebounds per game, and 3.0 blocks per game, finishing 3rd in MVP voting. He earned 6 All-Star selections, 3 All-NBA honors, and won Most Improved Player in 2002. But despite that resume, many still reduce his legacy to the malice at the palace. That's unfair. O'Neal was a franchise cornerstone and two-way monster. He deserved respect. In the end, the 2000s delivered all-time talent, including players who didn't always make the nightly highlights. Instead, they brought value, leadership, and big-time performances that often got overshadowed. Whether it was by louder stars, bigger markets, or just bad timing, their legacies have not gotten the respect they earned. But if you watch them play, you know, these were pros who delivered, game after game. So, why did such talent get no attention at all? And if you think someone else belongs in that underrated club, drop their name in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep it locked. We've got plenty more untold basketball stories coming soon.